Bruzy USA racewear truck. This won't be very fast, but I'm going to give everybody a walkthrough on how the qualifying goes if everybody's okay with that. We got 2 minutes left.
Well, that being said, we're going to keep an eye on Mr. McFarland while he gets set up. He's on pit lane right now. Matthew Lee went out. Kind of funny, not sure what happened there. He went and did his warm-up lap and literally stopped just before the start-finish line. Mr. Hurley's out on Speedway right now, completing his first lap. We'll keep an eye on Mr. McFarland. At the same time, report on Hurley. Hurley around the stripe, and that'll put him, oh my goodness, up in the top 5. A little bit of rough couple weeks. For that number 3 machine. Every caution, unfortunately.
Fox NASCAR welcomes you to South Florida.
Fortunately, seemed to be involved with that truck. Not his fault, just wrong place or wrong time, basically, with that all being said. Mr. McFarland back on track. He comes around for his warm-up lap. Nothing has actually been completed yet. Off of turn 4, he'll come. A little bit high in the groove. Not too bad, though. Speeds up there. We'll bring it around for the first time. First lap complete. That'll bring Robert up to... Nope, must have been the warm-up lap there. I do not see a score on the screen, as well as, let's see, the number 3 Evander Hurley still there in the 5th. Place spot. He'll slow that down right now into the back stretch. Back to Mr. Robert McFarland. Less than a minute to go. 2 guys out on track. Matthew Lee, Robert McFarland. McFarland around for his first timed lap. Off of turn 4 to the bottom side. That's where he wants to be in that beautiful orange Bruzy machine. Robert, I don't know if you can hear me right now. I'm assuming that you can. Did you touch something out there? Because I don't see anything there showing your first lap. Dig it out, buddy. Dig it out. Yeah, he said he hit the wall after the start-finish line. He's working the second lap right now. Now, by the way, Matthew Lee was doing his second lap, 30.792, second place right now, outside front row. As Robert McFarland comes down to the strike, a little bit of damage at right front. They will count this lap. Robert McFarland, 27th fastest, and we'll get everything ready for your lineup for the evening. Qualifying complete here at Atlanta. We're going to get everything all set for the featured night. 29 trucks are actually going to take and start this race. Hopefully everyone will make it to the end. We'll see what happens as we get our lineup here up on the broadcast screen. You're watching the Josh White Racing eSports League, again presented on MaxSpeed TV. Michael Domenico making the cameras work, myself, Ray Richard behind the scenes, and our in-race reporter, Robert McFarland, stacking them up right now on the start-finish, our broadcast to catch up. We're getting everything gridded as we see. If you look on Mike Sacco right now, he's at the start-finish line. We can get our lineup going, Mike. A little bit of a delay here, but again, we'll get things lined up for you for the evening. Yes, sir. Couple guys yet to line up. Garrett Maines on your point right now, the 57 machine. We'll get your lineup here. Starting tonight, inside front row, 57 of Garrett Maines. Outside of him, the 04 of Matthew Lee with a speed of 30.792. Inside the third row, Nicholas Sacco in the 29 machine, a very fast guy. Led a lot of these cookie-cutter tracks. He'll start third this evening. Jason Maines on the outside of the second row in the 43 machine. Brady LaBeouf on the inside of the third row. Andrew Hurley in the number 3 machine, hopefully with better luck tonight, will start 6th. Derek Fulton in the 19 will start 7th. Stephen Waltrip will start 8th. Michael McKinnon will start 9th. Mark Truexel, a first guy here tonight running with the Josh Sports E-Racing Series, tonight will start 10th. 11th, Chris Baines will start. Joshua Slayton, the 22, will start there. Ashley the Osley Dodson, one of our Australian guys tonight, 07 machine, will start 13th. Austin McKinnon will start 14th. 15th will be Zach Talley. Brandon Hughes in the 111th will start 16th. Richard Rico in the 17th position. Christopher Toppings in the 18th. Brent Summer in the 7 machine, 19th. And rounding out your top 20, our host tonight in the 8 will be Josh White. 21st machine, Steve Affont will be in the 11 machine. Rocky Eli in the 88, starting 22nd. Mike Edmondson in the 23rd position. 24th, Jason Keffer. Eric Zimmerman in the 94 will be 26th. 27th, Mr. Robert McFarland. Cody Bullock in the 16th will be 28th, and rounding out your top 29 tonight, Derek Mullins in the number 2 machine. Did not take any time tonight. Derek Mullins is the only truck out there that didn't take any time. He is starting, obviously, though, 1 lap around for pace laps, and we'll get things underway next time by. Again, I'm your host, Ray Richard, Rob McFarland in the 01 machine. He is our in-race host reporter tonight, and we're going to try to bring it to you. Wesley Outland will be bringing you the action next week. A little bit stepped out tonight. These guys will come off at turn 4. Green flag will be in the air, and we are underway here at Atlanta. Immediately to the start, the 57 out to the lead as quick as he can get there. Caution immediately on the start. We'll get our replay up. MaxSpeed TV bringing it to you. Not sure exactly what happened. I'm assuming maybe someone spun the tires. It's very early to step on it pretty quick here. Big old wreck, including Ashley Dotson, unfortunately, there. Let's see exactly, bring him back a little bit. That included 30 of Zachary Talley. Crossing the start-finish line, we'll keep an eye on that 30. It looks like Ashley Dotson at 07, unfortunately, either had some sort of neck coat issue or broke the rear end loose. We see the 7 obviously kind of dragging it down through the infield. Not the 07, talking about Brett Summers trying to avoid everything. The 33 also involved. That's Jason Keffer. Keep an eye on that 07 on the start up front of that 30, right on the inside line, that blue machine. Not sure if he had help or not. We'll keep an eye here. Ashley Dotson there, that 07 will line up here on the replay for the chopper shot. Yeah, it looks like a big old checkup in front of him. That 54 involved Chris Baines is kind of what started it. And when Chris checked up, not sure if something happened out of him, but Ashley just got it sideways immediately. Cold tires will do that. There's just no grip immediately off the bat. They've got to get these tires up to pressure, out the heat, and that'll bring out our first caution of the evening. Rob McFarland with a little defensive move at the end. Nice move there, mister.
Yeah, unfortunately, trying to get caught back up to the field. These cold tires, and you can see the best drivers up front had issues spinning the tires and causing a wreck. I was in the back trying to check up, got some damage. I'm on pit road being towed, and we'll see what happens.
Well, unfortunately, hopefully it doesn't end your night. A couple guys on pit road, of course, again involved in that accident. 33-707. All of them, Jason Keffer, like I said, Ashley Dodson. Ashley Dodson, I believe, is the only one off right at the moment in time that I'm seeing. Actually, I say that Jason Keffer with some damage. I do see you, Mr. McFarland. Zach Talley back on track, by the way, that 30 machine. Cody Bullock, one of the other guys involved in that, in a 16 machine. That'll bring him back to the 28th position. But again, able to keep it going. I see Mr. McFarland again is the only one right now that I see on pit lane besides, well, let's see here, going through my list. No, I'm sorry, Ashley Dodson, Jason Keffer, and I've already repeated those guys, so we'll get away from them. They're trying to get their repair done. They do, I believe they usually do anyways, have a quick repair. They do. And with that being said, way too early to take and try to use that. Like if you look at the 33 machine here, if we can get a camera on that real quick, that'd be the 33 of Jason Keffer. He makes it out ahead of the field, but that right rear of that truck is pretty well shot in. Looks like he took a pretty hard hit in the right rear anyways. But he'll get it back on the line.
Sorry about that, Ray. I was going to say, some of these guys are going to be forced to use that fast repair at the beginning of this race, and hopefully they can avoid any damage later.
Yeah, no worry about an X limit. And what I'll explain about that with the X limit is if you take and have like a 13X limit and you get hits, there's 4X, and obviously you hit the wall, that might be a 4X. You spin out, it might be a 2X. All that adds up and you get disqualified, but this is one of those leagues that doesn't do that, so that's good. I mean, you can beat and bang, but again, the more damage you get, the slower you go. Obviously, aero becomes a feature. Your engine actually slows down, etc. So it's going to be a little rough going for the guys in the back, again, with that 07 and that 33 of Keffer, as well as the 01 of Robert McFarland. Picking up the field right now, Garrick Maines just sitting pretty right now. On the outside of him, Matthew Lee. Matthew Lee was our fastest fastest practice guy. Maines, obviously, our fastest qualifier this evening. Sacco, not too shabby. A little bit towards the back. He had at Talladega last week, but able to keep up in the top 5 immediately right now. Again, 130 laps is the goal right now. We're only working lap 4. And, well, hopefully cautions don't breed cautions, especially this early. But we'll keep an eye on these lead guys up here. As we see the pace car lights go off down to turn 1, we'll let them loose a second time next time around. One of the guys going back in, still looking at Garrett Maines, but the 33 of Keffer back in trying to get more repairs done before they go green. What's going to happen is the pace car is going to get down the middle of the backstretch. He's still going to have to catch these guys to get going under green at least at full speed. So when they get down to the middle of the backstretch, one of the guys might mention to him what's going on, where the pace car is, and he'll come out, try to catch the field, immediately back, make it back to them, still able to keep on the lead lap. But if he waits too long, there's going to be a chance they're going to go green, and they're going to lap him immediately when he comes out of the pit. So we'll keep an eye on my screen here on Keffer while we watch here on the broadcast the 57 of Maines, obviously leading them down to turn 3 right now. A lot of radio chatter. Pace car lights again off. Sacco, there is another Maines in this whole field, the 43. Both paint jobs look close. He is in 4th place. That's Jason Maines.
That's father and son team, sir.
Father and son, yes, sir. 33 just pulling off a pit lane as the pace car pulls off. Green flag back in the air, and Maines immediately to a large lead. Across the stripe, down to turn 1 they will go. Lee on the outside, making the bottom really wide for Sacco. Sacco looking for it, but not just yet. Again, still keep in mind these are cold tires. These guys should settle in for a good about 5 laps or so before they start making some action happen. Down the backstretch we'll go. Single file. One guy peeking out. That looks like the 5th place of Brady LaBeouf. Brady always likes to run the low lines of these tracks immediately into the corner, but these guys are arcing it down right against the white lines, close as they can get. Keeping an eye on that 9 of LaBeouf. We'll see if he sticks his nose out again. Down the front stretch we'll go. A little bit of a challenge for the lead right now. Matthew Lee is catching up to the 57. Within a truck length, maybe 2 at this point, around turn 4, with a little bit of a challenge from Sacco from behind. Top 3, as we see a rough shot here off the top of Matthew Lee, right in the tire tracks of that 57 of Maines. Maines to the bottom side. Nice long arc. That's what you want here. You get too tight down, scrub too much speed off. And by the way, as we say that, we watch Maines pull another 2 truck lengths coming off of turn 4.
Yeah, don't be surprised. This Maines is going to be pulling these trucks all the way around the track. That's why he's number 11th in the world on iRacing.
Maines, one of the top drivers here, especially in the truck series. And like Mr. McFarland said, he's 11th in the world here on iRacing. Very good racer. And I'll tell you what, you want to learn a professional line and how these guys drive. Right there it is. Keep an eye on that broadcast. Listen to that throttle for a couple seconds as he comes down through the corner, pulls up,